What's going on? What's going on? I'm about to sit here and continue to check out some more of these interviews and whatnot. Um, so yeah, I'm about to just dive into the story right here while I make me up some of this medication. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think. But let's get it.
All right, China.
Hey,
China, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles. I grew up in, I guess you can say, between Highland Park area and South Central 80s area off of Hoover and Fig.
Okay.
hmm
And tell me about your childhood. You had both your parents growing up?
I didn't have both of my parents, only my mom and my granny. My dad, both of them were on drugs. My dad was on drugs, so he was in and out of jail. So only my mom was around, and she was also on drugs, in and out of jail. She's now deceased now. So I only have my dad living right now.
Who was never really around?
No, not growing up.
Yeah. And how was your childhood?
Childhood was pretty rough. I've been in foster care, been in some tough situations.
Any abuse or?
Some abuse, yes. Not abuse from a parent, but molested as a kid, yeah, stuff like that.
And then at what age were you when you went on your own?
Well, I've been on my own since I've been like 13. Not so much in the game of prostitution, but in the game of life, because like I said, my mom was in and out of jail, so she would go to jail and I would have to cash her county check, pay the bills, have one of her friends or tricks or whoever he was take me to Civil Brand to put money on her books. So I grew up kind of fast. Like,
you had to grow up fast?
Yeah. Not just fast in the street, just fast as in mentally being able to be the mother of the house, because I have two younger sisters.
Oh, you do? So you're the oldest. Did you finish high school?
I did finish high school. I went back and got my high school diploma. I was a teen parent, so I went back as a teen and got my high school diploma.
Oh, so you had a child at what age?
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
And then prostitution started for you at what age?
Maybe around 23. I was grown. It was my choice. My kid's father, we had broken up. I had lost my job. I didn't know any other hustle. I knew people that was in the game, like my sister. She was faster, she was younger than me, so she taught me the game in the streets of Figueroa, learning the game and stuff. So yeah.
And then so when you started working Figueroa?
Yeah.
And did you work with a pimp or on your own?
Somewhat not a pimp, maybe my own. I had protection because my family is from Hoover and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, the Hoover gang is powerful, right?
Yeah, I had a little protection of family and stuff and, areas and stuff. So yeah.
And then today you're doing what?
I do a little bit of everything. I still turn dates, I still get clients. And
on Fig?
Not off of Fig.
You look a little more high end than.
Once I met Bishop, he showed me a different way of working the streets and doing different things, getting money in different ways. Like you said, like casinos and on the internet. And yeah, he totally elevated the game and showed me how to step my game up.
Yeah, so you're more of a high end.
Yes.
Version of what I've also interviewed before.
Yes.
So you'll go to the casinos in Las Vegas and.
Las Vegas, Bicycle Casino, Commons Casino out here.
Oh, out here.
Yeah.
The casinos in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of money will you make in a night?
500, 700, 1,000, depending on what different clients. Maybe 2,000. Because I deal with the poker tables and stuff. The high-end class poker tables and stuff. So it depends. A good night, 2,000. Bad night, maybe 700, 500, But every little bit counts, you're not going to turn down no money when you're in need of it.
Yeah. So, and how old is your child now?
I have a 21-year-old daughter, a 18-year-old daughter, and I have a 2-year-old son.
And did you raise all three?
Yes, still currently raising, yes.
Good for you. And did you have the dad's help?
No dad's help. Mom, I'm always did it on my own. Went to school for nursing. The game has always been there because that's how I learned how to eat when I didn't have anything. So, streetwise, yeah.
And how are your kids? They're doing fine?
Oh yeah, they're doing good.
Have you ever been arrested?
Never been arrested for prostitution. I had people use my name and stuff, but me personally, no, never been arrested. Like I said, when I met Bishop, he changed the game. I didn't have, you know, all that different stuff.
So working the street is a very different lifestyle than what you're doing now.
Yes, it totally. It's more safer, you know. The streets, you never know. I've got in the car and been raped before and stuff and all that. Like, you know, that's the reason why I pray to God. If you get me out of this one, Lord, I won't do it like that no more. And he answered my prayers. You know, I met Bishop and he changed the game. He showed me a different way to, you know, present myself, to dress, for these clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your kids know you do this?
Yes, they do. But then they don't, because it's so, you know, but my girls are older, they understand life, they understand, you know. But you know, they know that you know, they work right now, so they know that they're not gonna just lay up. You're gonna have to get some kind of money.
Yeah.
Either you're gonna provide it, going to school, getting the education, which that's what they're doing, and also working.
When you were a kid, did you have dreams of doing something other than like nursing?
Yeah, but honestly, I always kind of thought about the prostitution life, because I had a cousin who was in the game named Evelyn, and as a kid she would come over with these mink coats and jewelry and all this stuff, and you know, it was kind of influence to a young girl. So, you know.
How do you think doing this for a living has changed you?
I think it made me a hustler. You know, and push to the limit, because you never know, you know. My story can help somebody else that's going through it or been through it and think, wow, I don't got to do it like this no more, you know. Because I've been on Figueroa, I know how it is, and it's rough. And,
yeah.
You know, that jumping in and out of cars and all that, like, you know.
Do you find when you were working the street, like Figueroa, you would get more depressed or down on your, you know?
Oh, I had used ecstasy. I had started using ecstasy and stuff. Yeah, definitely. But I was mentally and more stronger to where I don't have to use any drugs, you know. Bishop taught me that too. I don't have to use anything, you know. Be more wise, be open, and, you know, so you can understand the game and understand the knowledge that you're getting from the game.
Yeah. So are drugs a part of your life?
No, I don't use any drugs, just marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And you're saving money?
Yeah, it's kind of hard saving money when every bit you get, you know, got to pay bills, got to do stuff.
Yeah, having kids is expensive.
Definitely saving money though.
And where do you see your life going?
I've been doing some modeling and stuff. I got some gigs, some casting agencies that's been hitting me up, Target commercials and different stuff, you know.
So you've done some modeling too?
Yeah, that's some modeling.
What was the lowest point of your life?
When my mom passed. Yeah, that hurt me more than anything.
Because after that, you felt like you were on your own?
Yeah, because there wasn't nobody else to depend on, you know. 'Cause she was my backbone. Yeah.
What advice would you give a young girl who's looking to get into this kind of work?
Well, people are going to experience things on their own, but I'll tell them that find their self first before they just decide to get in this type of work. Like, you know, it's a lot of stuff, and people think, oh, all girls that's been molested or been abused are now prostitutes and stuff, which statistic is true, but you might can be the one to change that. You might could be the one to say, hey, I'm going to do it a little different. I'm not going to use my body the way everyone else is, but at the same time, I'm not going to abuse my body.
Have you been in love before?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And does this lifestyle get in the way of that, you find?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
It's hard for a guy to deal with that.
Yeah. It's hard for a guy to think that you're serious. Or sometimes just another man just doesn't want another man that, you know, that someone else has been. But then you find guys that want someone just because of who they've been with or who they know or who they're, you know. So.
What's the most you ever made in a night?
2,000.
Maybe like 2,000, 2,500.
You make more money in the casinos in Las Vegas?
Yeah. Casinos, Las Vegas is easy money because, everyone's there, They just want pleasure.
And how do you do it? You just hang
Not
out
all
in
the
the bar?
time it's sex and stuff,
You just hang out in the bar and
Look cute, stand by the tables, not too close, maybe sit down, have a drink myself, play a game, Because you'll be surprised what a person will pay you for, I have people that want golden showers and stuff like that,
Oh, you get that too?
Yeah, yeah,
Even on the high end, you have that stuff.
yeah, yeah. Fetishes with your toes, just, want to rub your feet on them, so, yeah. A lot of times it's not always sex, it's more of a fetish with me.
It's an interesting world, isn't it?
Certainly is.
All right, China. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
That was great. She looked tired as hell. She looked hella tired, like she just threw voices all crackling and shit. But I felt her when she said that shit about her moms though. Like when I lost my moms, that's like the end of the world, and it only gets worse in time. But man, that's some shit right there. I find a real life interest just hearing people's stories and whatnot. Everybody has their own little demons and shit like that. But hopefully she finds peace and she's safe and all that other good shit. But drop me a comment, let me know what you think.